Hey guys, I just wanted to have like a little bit of a morning of just transparency with you guys. So I have like had a major shift I feel like happen within me. Um, and okay, so like for this morning, for it kind of was almost like a revelation type of shift, like where it just happened, like in a moment. Um, so I got up this morning about 6 a.m. I was ready to go to the gym. I didn't want to go, but I was like, okay, like good things happen when you just push yourself. Like you just have to make yourself like, um, you know, uh, push yourself and be disciplined and stuff, even when you don't want to do something. Um, so this morning, jumped up, was getting ready to go, and then I just like, I don't know, like I just had a feeling of just like, I don't know, like my priorities like shifted all of a sudden. Like I am on this weight loss journey and it's still very important to me. Um, but it was almost more of a spiritual shift where I was just like, we talk about a mindset change, and sometimes it starts out like that where you have to talk about your mindset change, where you have to have like that shift happen between the talk and the walk. So you talk about it, sounds like a great idea, but then you have to like walk in it. And I feel like that kind of like happened to me. Like I talked about the mindset shift and I like believed in it, so like I was just waiting like for it to like I was just like waiting for it to like happen. And it did. And so sometimes I feel like we talk that talk, which is a good thing to start out like that, I think. And then eventually you believe it. Because like when you believe something, like even if you feel like you don't believe it in the moment, but you say you do, and your intentions are to follow that walk in your spiritual life, in your physical life, whatever, like it just sometimes takes you believing in it. Just same thing with the Lord. When you believe in the Lord, even though if you don't feel like you believe he's going to do something, but you speak it, it does become, and you're like praying for that belief, it becomes like a genuine belief. And so anyway, I feel like I'm like walking in that now of like my priorities and stuff in my life. So health is becoming a big priority for mine, and it has been for a little while now. And so, but I always felt like the only way to achieve it, the only way to achieve what I wanted was to just gym, and like kind of eat better, but gym. And I've had to like come to a realization that where I want to be, the gym's important because it will help tone me as I lose the weight and stuff. But it has to like root from like a mental like fix. Like you have to mentally fix yourself before you can like jump steps ahead. And it's the same way spiritually. Like so anyway, to rabbit trail back on track, yeah, my priorities like just randomly shifted this morning where I just felt like, you know what, like I'm up this early, like I want to, which is almost 7 a.m. now, but when I was up at 6, this was all happening. I'm like, I just really want to serve my family this morning. When I go to the gym in the morning, sometimes it can kind of set the morning off pace a little bit with like, it just feels like there's things that could have been done that didn't get done before everybody got up. And so my shift just changed this morning where I was like, I really want to honor my family this morning more than normal, because I do feel like I honor my family, but like especially like, I don't know. So I'm up this morning. I'm going to turn on some worship music. I just want to clean up my house a little bit before the kids get up. And yeah, and I just I think that that's like a mindset mentally, of course, but I also feel like it's spiritually as well, because I want to honor my family, I want to honor my body, and I can't keep putting a band-aid over trying to like lose weight and trying to like use the gym as a quick fix or as like a mental escape sometimes when you want to go and work out and just forget about, like I can't do those things. Like you have to like work through your stuff, and nothing can like replace what needs to be healed. Nothing in the world, in your life, other than Jesus. Like, and so I've had to really like come to a you know a really you know, and I have things going on in my life that's difficult. I'm such a person that enjoys peace, and when there's like conflict or anything or hard things, it is very difficult for me. So I really am realizing, and I actually have come to the realization, not just realizing, but I've come to the realization that I have to fix what's going on in here and in here before I can really accomplish the things I need to do in my life, accomplish the things that I want. And so it's like the Lord's like, you have to put in the work. Like, he's gonna do it, but you have to put in the work to get there, to meet him there, to get to that point of being ready for what he has already for you. But you have to really be ready to meet him there. Because if you're not ready for what he already has, then it's you could just blow the whole opportunity or whatever. Anyway, so I really wanted to share that with y'all this morning. It was just really a revelation that I had, that those priorities just and I'm not saying the gym's not still going to be important to me, because I do enjoy the gym, because as I'm losing weight, and I need to tighten up my body as I go, because I'm still young enough to do it, but it's I don't want to get to a point of where I lose weight and then I just have extra skin's more saggy or anything. I want to be able to tighten it as I go, and so that is important to me. But I've just realized it's not the most it's not up there, up there. It is, but not at the very top type with my family. I have to have my family and then find a place for it somewhere else that it just fits. And so yeah, I don't know, just wanted to share that. And I've really been, and every time I go through something, I always stick on Psalms 91. I mean, it gets me through so much, where it talks about and I repeat this to myself all the time, that he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Abide is remain there, stay there. And so, when you're going through a tough time, if you just dig in and dwell into his presence and just get up under him, his feathers will cover you, his wings will give you refuge, because it talks about that later in the psalm. And his truth is your shield, it's your buckler. And I just find so much joy in knowing that. So when I see myself getting down or getting defeated, I remind myself of that, and I believe that. So I really just feel this shift happening, where I'm just Lord, you are first in my life, and nothing comes before you. And with that being your top tier, everything else falls into line, everything else falls into place. Your health in your body, the way you take care of your body falls into place. Food does not become a luxury. Food becomes a necessity for your fuel, not for your enjoyment. And I'm not saying you can't enjoy life and food. The Lord doesn't say we can't enjoy, here and there, but when you overindulge, that's when it becomes a problem, with alcohol, with food, with even people that struggle with being too in love with themselves, or when you're having a catch up with a friend and it isn't overindulging into a whole gossip session. All of those things are, those are sins, and so the overindulging in food, it's a sin when it becomes it's almost like an idol to you. You prioritize it above everything because that's your thing. Or alcohol, you prioritize it, that's your need, your thing, and that's when it becomes a dangerous road. So I feel when you have that mindset of the Lord, he is my everything, he is who I go to, he's up here, above everything. It's like an umbrella. It just covers everything else underneath, and your priorities just slowly start to like get into place where they're supposed to be. And so you naturally just want to take care of yourself. It's like it's not even a like really a second thought. You just instinctually, you just instinctively, you instinctively just like, food is my fuel. So, okay, like, let me just grab something real quick and then let me get on with my day type, not like sitting there. So anyway, I really just want to share that with you guys this morning. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that there are things that can be totally just, it just happens sometimes. Yeah, you can like make stuff happen, but sometimes you just have to let things like, it takes time. It takes time for mindsets to change and for priorities to be where they need to be. And it will be like a sudden revelation. I think that it's that way for a lot of people, where you're just like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys this morning. Like I said, I'm getting ready to turn on some worship music and just like pick up my house a little bit before everybody gets up. So thank you guys for listening and for always being a part of what I have to talk about. I appreciate it, and I enjoy doing these videos, like to talk about my daily struggles or my daily revelations or my, daily encouragements. So thank you guys.